Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Now we're going to talk about the ROBO. I keep wanting to call it the Cybertruck event. Why is that so in my head? I think we had it for so long. We're going to talk about the Robo Taxi event later, and some rumors coming out. So let's just jump into it. Mike, what rumors have you heard about this?
Definitely heard about.
What do you think we're going to see? The whole. I know one rumor we're going to talk about, but what do you think?
Yeah, let's talk about the rumors, and then we can talk about what we think. Right?
Okay. Okay. Rumor first. When we just pop it up there.
It's rumor time. It's rumor time.
Okay.
The first one and big one, McDonald's.
Yeah.
Is it a partnership with McDonald's? And I think you looked it up. And there was some backgrounds as to when this started.
Yeah. So first of all, is that a two-door? If they roll out, because I think a lot of people are expecting a two-door car. Is it more resembling of the Cybertruck or like the Model Y or Model 3? Car, SUV, or Space Wedge?
I think it would be more of a car.
Okay. I almost think it is going to be some bubble form two-door like this. I could see him doing that. Because and I've heard a lot of people, and they got a good basis for this because of most people calling a cab or it's a single person, so you would get the two-door feature, easier to build, a lot of headroom. But anyway, that McDonald's car does look pretty cool. If they roll that out on stage, real quick, what's your price prediction? They pull the curtain off and it's glowing candy red, McDonald's M on the side.
That. If that were to happen, I mean, I don't want to give a price prediction, but you'll definitely see a bright green candle on tomorrow morning.
What's bigger, McDonald's or Tesla?
Oh, Tesla.
Tesla? Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder what that would do to McDonald's stock. To make it go up? I mean, people...
So I don't know if it would actually do a whole lot for any of the food services because they already have delivery through
already pumping it out.
Yeah, through DoorDash and all the other delivery services. So I definitely think this would be more of a positive for Tesla.
Okay. So I guess I'm all in healthcare. If they can start, McDonald's comes out and says the reason why this is cool is because they can deliver 30% more. Which healthcare are you providing? Which healthcare one are you doing? All right, so I might have this on another. Here's the tweet that started it all. I zoomed in on this one. So it's a McDonald's bag. Now, McDonald's posted this on X. Said, chat's about to pop off 10:10. Could be 10:10 a.m. Maybe they're going to cut breakfast out. But a lot of people are taking that, I guess, as a date. 10:10, October 10th. It does line up with the Robo Taxi event. Now, before we hit record, I did look this number up because everyone's speculating because it's the same date as Tesla that this has something to do with Tesla and we're partnering with Tesla. So I thought, man, if that is the Tesla headquarters number, I'm all in on this rumor. Even Meet Kevin thinks there's going to be he did a video talking about Optimus is going to, the taxi drives it to McDonald's and Optimus comes out and hands you your food. Oh my gosh, I'd be so bullish Tesla if that came out. Everything else it says, so 12 p.m. Pacific, so later. Then we got not a Big Mac, medium fries, Sprite. Thanks for your order. W's in the chat. I think this is actually going to be the McRib.
Right. It's either a partnership with Tesla or the McRib.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm gonna say I'm gonna do one of those. Like my sis used to do at the casino. I made fun of her so much for it too. She said you never ask for a 21 at the blackjack table because you'll never get it. You ask for like a 17 or 18, and maybe you get a 19 or something. Like weirdest, I thought completely stupid analogy, but gamblers do it all the time. If you ask for perfection, you just don't get it. So I'm gonna keep my hopes at this is the McRib. And man, am I going to be floored if Optimus shows up. I'm going to buy a lot of Tesla. We need to see an update on that. Okay, so what if you had to put your money on, let's say, side bet right now? This is the McRib or partnership with Tesla. What are you thinking?
McRib.
Where's your money going? Is that a
McRib.
60-40 or a 80-20? How strong are you on that one?
Probably 70-30.
God, I don't want to do this just to be different. I was about to say 80-20. Then you said 70-30 is not, and now it feels like I'm more right than you are, or more wrong. Okay, 70. We'll stick with 70-30. There's a need to go about that.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's just let our imagination go for a second.
Yep.
It's Optimus. How pumped would you be on that one?
Optimus, like what, the next version of Optimus?
Yeah, your little boy's all grown up. He's got his first work uniform on. He's got a McDonald's hat. Your cab, I don't know why you would ever take a cab to McDonald's. You would just have Uber Eats just bring it to you. But let's say maybe you're on your way to work and you say, hey, pit stop me at McDonald's. Optimus comes out, says, here's your food.
Now, if Optimus was to come out with a McDonald's shirt on or a uniform on, then Tesla and McDonald's would be winners. Because it would, for me, it would signify that Optimus is going to be put into the restaurants at some point soon.
Yeah, which that's something we have. We've had a lot of predictions on this ever since. And for everyone new, if you've ever heard of just the Don Fran Show brand, I am a trader full time. Cut all of that. Well, just the YouTube. I had to start another YouTube channel. I'm basically Jeremy at this point. We're just starting YouTube channels for the sake of it. Started another one because I wanted to make this just AI. Sold all my dividend tickers, all in on AI. Everyone I talk to in this space, I think humans just don't see this coming at the rate it's coming. I think everyone's forgetting the exponential curve of AI. And if AI is in a bubble, if this is like the .com bubble, we are 1996. I don't know how else I can put it. If this is a balloon, we are fresh off the shelf at Party City, not inflated, nothing. Someone just picked it up off the shelf. That's the balloon status we're at for AI. But every time we've talked about Optimus, we've talked about factory work. Factory work, it's repetitive, should be easy to replace. Factories are built around humans. So replacing the human factor, you don't have to replace the whole factory. You can just, have the robot go in and do what the workers already do. We have not answered this question. Do you think a robot shows up in a factory first or fast food?
Oof. That's a tough one. Probably factory first, but quickly followed up with fast food.
Yeah. Well, I guess before, because someone's probably gonna bring this up in the comments, there's already a Taco Bell and maybe even a McDonald's. I know there's a Taco Bell right now, 100% no employees.
Okay.
You order it, drive through everything, and it just drops it down and you pick it up out of a box, almost like an ATM with the little suction tubes. That's how you get your food. So I guess at that point you would probably just build more of those and not really bring in an Optimus to run. And also, how hilarious would that be? You would do it. People are already putting traffic cones on the Waymo cars to get them to stop. I'm going to go in and put a bandana or like a COVID mask on the robot's eyes. I'm going to go around the corner, around the counter, do it, and run out real quick. The robot's just going to sit there and I guess just juggle his spatulas like a hibachi chef because he wouldn't know what to do, couldn't see anything. God. Someone's going to try it. May or may not be me. Well, it would be funny.
I think you'd probably lose access to get to the robots at some point. But in the short term,
okay, yeah.
In the short term, you would probably be okay. Yeah,
I gotta do it one time.
All right. So what do you think's going to happen tomorrow or tonight?
Hopefully this. Okay, I don't know. I've already addressed how many haters are probably going to show up. I did that in a previous video because it is a Hollywood set, Warner Bros. Set. And I talked about this last time. I mean, these are going to be laser cut stop signs. There's not, and I joke about that because, out in the country, we have shotgun shells just through the stop signs. We have so many things that are just not on real roads. And can you imagine if this fails in tomorrow's world? that would set Tesla back. Who knows even how? If they had a glass breaking event like they had with the Cybertruck, I can't even fathom how far backwards that's going to go. You're going to have picture perfect roads. I mean, you could probably take your a micrometer to these roads, and you're going to have the exact width. Those lines might as well be LEDs. I bet they'll be so reflective. Every camera will pick up on this road. And I think a lot of people will bring out a lot of hate for that. They'll be like, oh, Waymo's on a real road. Look at this. It's a controlled environment. And what are your other options? Go have it run through a playground full of kids? Like, you certainly aren't going to do that. So I think it's going to do everything we expect. There's going to be a vehicle. I'm hoping they bring back the Model 2. They already addressed the rumors that we're going to cancel the Model 2, come out with the Robo Taxi. Remember we had that whole fiasco a while back? A lot of attention got brought onto it. A lot of people sold off Tesla because it got rid of the $25,000 car. And what I'm hoping happens tomorrow is later, hoping they come out and say, we brought it. It's going to be unveiled as the Robo Taxi. You're going to see it on the roads first as the Robo Taxi, but as mass production picks up, you'll also be able to buy this vehicle. I think that would probably pan out. I think that's best case scenario. Here's the Robo Taxi. Also, yes, it will double as the Model 2, everyone's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully there's an announcement like that. I imagine we're going to show up. We're going to see a vehicle. And it's going to drive. It's going to do a couple 90-degree turns, and success. So I don't know. I mean, how much else is there? It's not literally Optimus. It's not going to transform to a giant robot. It's not going to. What else can it do?
Yeah.
We're in a controlled environment. No one's there. No kids are running across the street. There's no random soccer ball jumping out in front. So as far as any surprises to I always come back to stock price, what investors want to see. I don't think there's any surprises to the upside outside of any future announcements of things. We want the Robotaxi. We're talking about the Robotaxi. Here it is. We got Waymo on the streets in a geo-fenced area. What do you think? Am I missing anything?
Yeah, so I was going to say, based on previous, I don't know, like the Cybertruck event and other, Battery Day and all the other things that they have a big event for, and they just kind of flop because their production value is not great. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, Elon gets out there and doesn't help matters much most of the time. Mm-hmm. I think there's a real possibility that if the car isn't driving on its own for this presentation, the stock is going to drop dramatically.
You mean like someone's in there with the off button?
Or if they just don't have a car autonomously drive itself, even for a short period of time tonight, like I think tomorrow morning we're going to see a bad day for Tesla.
I think there's 0% chance that. Why would you have Warner Bros. Just to not have a car driving by itself?
I know that's what I'm hoping for, but I just the the past has definitely tainted my my expectations on what they're going to present.
Yeah, I think you're set to be surprised at least, because I mean, even then, I wouldn't even blame Elon if there was a literal remote control in one of these buildings and the guy's just hiding, just FPV drone style, just driving this, because the risk is not to the upside, the risk is to the downside. Yeah. If I'm short this, I don't think I'm not short Tesla stock. I talked about being short. If it ran up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I would go short. It's been just dead flat. So I did not get the opportunity to do that. And now I'm already long. So I'm in calls, right? And I was going to hopefully lock that in, go short for a buy the rumor, sell the news event. That just didn't pan out. So I'm hoping today it absolutely sends it. That's just, at this point, going to be dumb luck. Yeah. I'm going to need that off chance Babe Ruth comes out and just sends this thing out into the parking lot. Otherwise, it's just going to be an L. Yeah, 0 chance that car's not driving tomorrow by itself.
You think it's 0 chance?
It would be a laughing stock. If there's even somebody in the passenger seat, like, when you go take your driver's test.
Yeah.
Or driving school. Sometimes they have my driving school. looking back, was absolutely terrifying. I was fine. I was a kid driving. The other student drivers were behind me, and the guy to the right, my teacher, was right there. No steering wheel, no nothing. He was just along for the ride. So absolutely terrifying. But I've seen some where there's like the steering wheel and everything on the other side. If they were to come out with even that of, hey, I never touched the wheel once, don't care. That shows me how far you are just not. No, and I think that would be the laughing stock of robo taxis. You built up all this hype and you still need somebody right there.
Yeah.
I bet behind the scenes there's a shut off. I'm thinking, oh God, if I'm Elon, I don't know. Oh, you would suck to get caught. But I wouldn't even blame him if there's somebody with a red button, finger on the trigger, in case that thing starts to deviate. That thing even gets 11 inches away from the curb. I gave it a 12-inch. That's as close as you can get to the curb. 11 inches, and I hit the red button. We say the battery died. Sorry, bad cell. So we borrowed it from a Fisker. I don't know. I would say something crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. If they try to pull like some sort of Nikola. Remember where the semi truck was driving downhill or not driving, coasting downhill.
Yeah, rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're at least above that. But so, I mean, just imagine tomorrow. I don't know why we keep saying tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow's when the effects of what's happening.
Yeah.
That's what I keep looking forward to is,
yeah.
All right, what's the stock price tomorrow, right?
Yeah. True. But okay, so I'm trying to think where I was going with that. Oh, I hate when I just randomly ADD it up in the middle of a middle of a video.
So here's where I'm at while you're thinking about remembering. I think it's a 85% chance that they shit the bed.
What? Really? No faith, huh?
No.
I think it's an 85% chance they don't. I'd say even 95% chance.
I hope you're right.
If not even 99. There is so you're Elon. Think of what happened when you broke the glass on that Cybertruck. You can laugh all you want. You can dance on stage. I guarantee that was a dagger right to the ego.
Oh, sure.
No way you're taking that twice. This thing's they probably had to repave the roads. They've probably gone through so many tires, I would assume, on whatever Model 2 is out there right now. They've done so many practice runs. Tomorrow, the staff's probably like, thank God everyone else gets to see so we can stop doing this.
Yeah, I do hope the extra 2 months got them to where they need to be. Mm-hmm. I've just been hearing, year after year, FSD, the next version of FSD is a game changer, and it really hasn't been for 9-10 years now.
Yeah, I know. To play devil's advocate, I think there's a lot of, I think he's honest when he says stuff like that. I just think, you account for when you're buying real estate, you're going to go buy a house to flip, and you can go through and see everything visibly. Like, okay, it's going to be this much. We're going to need to fix this, and that, and then you just account for. Some people say 10%. I'm always on the 20% side of the unknowns.
Right.
I think he's probably factoring in. We're probably gonna hit an unknown here or there, and then he hits 6 unknowns. I think that's the real thing. I think the biggest lesson he needs to learn is dial that back, because you just don't know what you don't know. When you come across it, it does. He has a reputation for it not coming out. Case in point, the Roadster. We finally got the Semi. At least we get to see one.
Yeah.
I'm willing to say 99%.
Wow. Okay.
Like you say, the chances are greater than 0. That's about it as far as tomorrow failing.
Okay.
You're gonna need a protest crowd. Can you imagine that? A protest crowd breaks through the barrier unseen, runs out in front of the car, and says they got ran over.
Oh my God.
Entertaining, at least. I don't know. I think you're incredibly not bearish.
Pessimistic.
Yeah. You're not short this at all, are you?
No.
Okay. That would be 2 strikes. 1, Meta's not your number 1 position. 2, you're short Tesla.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's with my luck, it would definitely go against me, right? So, and when this does move, when they finally do get something going, whether it's FSD or the Optimus or the Robotaxi, you will see a green candle like you haven't seen before. So,
yeah. Okay, so let's say it comes off without a hitch. Let's do this prediction. Here's a Robotaxi. It goes from point A to point B. They're clearly not pumping these out on the line, or there's no way they could keep that a secret. So,
no.
when do you think tomorrow, whatever, goes off without a hitch, stock reacts however it does, when do you think the first Robotaxi's on the road?
Ooh. I would say they've got probably a couple of years before they actually get on the road.
So 2027?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because just having the car and having the ability to full self-drive,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they've gone through the red tape of getting a municipality. So like, you know, how Waymo is in Phoenix and LA and San Francisco. Yeah. You know, they've been working on those on the government side, the actual red tape side, for a long time, which I don't think Tesla has.
I wonder if that's why Elon's partnering up with Trump so much. Because we don't even talk politics on here. Absolutely no denying he's full tilt Trump. I mean, he's got the Make America Great hat. You see the all black version?
Yeah.
Man, he has gone. I wonder if he putting all his cards, all his eggs in that basket, hoping for some faster regulation. Because Google, we know how Google works with politics. Okay, Pelosi got paid $750,000 to do a speech. She didn't show. Google said, "Hey, keep the money. It'll be like basically an IOU." You know, Pelosi just owes them a speech one day. You're gonna tell me that wasn't paid off or something? Like, get out of here. That's not a thing. So we know the Google and government are basically just the same thing at that point. They can play the politician's game. Elon does not, which is what I've always said is going to be his biggest hang up. Like, I wish he would. Just it's sleazy, but I hate that is kind of how our system works. But just pay a stupid politician, like that's it. But if you give a mouse a cookie, you know, I guess they're gonna want more. Just give them the crumbs, tell them to shut up, get your cars on the road. I guess they can always take it back, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2027, you think?
Yeah, I think the regulations and going through the hoops of getting the car on a road is actually going to take just as long as actually getting FSD going.
I agree, but I kind of thought the conversation, I actually would have thought your answer was going to be more in production. So I just want to say this. Tesla has already made new factories, mass produced their other cars. You know, everyone else comes out with a variation of something that they already have, all the other manufacturers. So as far as making a new car or adjusting a line to make this new car, I think Tesla can do faster than they did with the Model 3 and Y. Cybertruck, I think, was an outlier. So anybody comparing it to that, unless we get another doorstop that shows up, another space wedge full of, you know, stainless steel, I think it'll be Model Y variation, and I bet I bet as far as mass production, that'll be borderline a light switch. I don't think anybody's talking about that. I think Tesla will be able to mass produce this fast, a lot. It won't be such a we got to start from scratch, build its own home, and how do we do this?
No, I think that's all worked out already.
Yeah. So, okay, price prediction for tomorrow, right? So we got the event. It's been overnight. Everyone has the they've digested it. What do you think? Buy the rumor, sell the news, or what do you think it would take to send it up? What do you think it would take to hold it? What do you think it would take to sell off? What are your three? Bear, bull, and sideways.
As in, like, from the event, what's it going to take?
Yeah. If I told you right now Tesla's 350, what was it? Okay, Kevin said 295. I think was one of his.
That's his bull case.
Well, he said if they announce, I forget what he said. If Optimus brings it out, or if they announce a Model 2, it was one of the things, speculations. If they do that, he thinks 295. I think his other prediction was, I forget, it was like 190. I think 195, something like that was his. It could come down to here. 220 was another number you mentioned.
So I want to focus on the name of the event. It's called We Robot. If it has more to do with the Optimus robot and not so much the Robo Taxi, I think that sends it.
We Robot, huh? Everyone's calling it the Robo Taxi event. I think it's going to be. I think if anything, it's going to be geared towards. I'm asking your predictions as I'm trying to give you pushback.
But I mean, I'm actually I'm looking at the event name tonight. It's called We Robot.
Okay.
If they come out and actually talk a lot more about the Optimus, that's what I think sends it. If so, my bull case is if they talk more about Optimus. My sideways case is if they have a driving robo taxi and nothing else, and they talk about when this is coming out. If it's a couple of years out, that's a sideway event.
Okay, so just flat out robo taxi goes off without a hitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything less than that, I think we're in for some rough days on Tesla.
Yeah, I think if they come up without a hitch, I think we're back to regular price action. We're not so overbought, so at that point, maybe slightly down. I don't want someone to say, "Look, you called sideways," and like we're kind of edging down. I would call that nothing for Tesla, slightly down. If they have a window breaking event,
that's a 10% drop.
I don't know if I'd even stop there. I think momentum takes it. If that car touches a curb's a wheel. That car even sneezes when it's supposed to be going straight. It does one of its little dance moves. It even looks like it has a twitch involved.
Now the other thing I've heard is they may just have a vehicle sitting there that doesn't actually move.
Oh, and they just unveil it like this is what's gonna be.
Yeah, they just unveil the actual vehicle. Doesn't drive anywhere. I think that's a bad day.
Yeah, I think whoever thought that is kind of silly. I could host that in a Walmart parking lot. I wouldn't need Warner Bros. For that. So I'm at zero chance I'm worried about that at all.
Okay.
I'm going to choke somebody if that turns out to be real. You have a Warner Bros. Studio. You have a Mocktown built, and that shows up. I'm going to need a new phone. I'm going to need a new phone because I'm going to Ninja Star mine into something. And I might go play in traffic. I don't know, because I couldn't imagine being that wrong. I'd be furious. No streams for the next week because I'm going to need to calm down. if they just pull the curtains back on a car and it doesn't move, I'm losing my mind. Cat 6, more than what's going on down south. Absolutely furious. No, there's 0% chance that happens. There's no way anybody actually believes that either. No way. Even if you do believe that, I'm still saying you're dumb. Like, even if you're right, you're still dumb for ever thinking that would ever happen. You could do that in a Tesla parking lot. He's already got plenty of parking lots to do that in. He's got a stage. He could roll that out and just unveil it that way. I think the fact that we have a full-blown mock town for this thing to drive around in tells me we're going to see some driving.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, don't even joke, because I swear I have a lot in Tesla. So tomorrow, if that happens, the L is not going to be fun regardless. I mean, I'm not over allocated or anything like that. No one likes to lose money regardless. But the fury at which I'm going to be if there is a window breaking event,
you'll look like the Tasmanian devil.
I probably will.
Just spinning around.
I don't think I could host a stream for a while because I don't think you guys would I don't know if I could form a coherent sentence. You had this much time to plan, prep. I don't care if I find out you had somebody with a FPV goggles on, driving that thing with the remote control, hiding behind one of the buildings just so he's within 10 feet of that thing, so he doesn't even have the chance of losing signal. I would rather that than this thing goes off and crashes. Okay, so I'm gonna put my money on the fact that that's the McRib. I don't think McDonald's is partnering with Tesla. Funny coincidence. Oh gosh, it'd be cool if it did. What was your high case? What was your price? If it what's the send it price? They come out and it is Optimus.
Uh, if it is Optimus, um,
Tesla's floating 240, 245, depending on the day.
yeah, I'd say end of day tomorrow.
Do we grind up or is it a send it moment? Are we like, hey, investors are good, kind of like the green light, we can start. It's time for shorts to get out?
I think we'd send it, and then of course there'd be some new news that came out that pulled it back. You know, like let's say there's, you know, all right, Optimus is coming out, but we're not going to be mass producing it for another year. I think there's a send it moment, and then it'd pull back regardless of whatever the news is. But I think it'll top out at about, what do you say, to about 240 right now. It might get to 280, 285.
Okay. So still fairly bullish Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. I think if we're sending it, we're gonna send it
over 300. You're thinking over 300?
Well, so if you actually watch Tesla's price action, it really loves and you know how many it's almost like a cheap party trick. Tesla actually doesn't care about the $100 levels. It's the $80 levels. Like if it pulls back, it's not stopping at 200. It's going to stop at 180. Like that's where it's actually going to stop at.
Yeah.
So I kind of worry about that $80 mark, but just that 300, I think. I don't know. I think a lot of people are going to think that. So we'll see where momentum takes it. If Optimus is in any shape involved, if I kind of maybe he talks about Optimus or not. If Optimus is just words tomorrow, If we get an Optimus appearance, especially with this new thumb, the new digits, because he's now got that third digit on the hand, we see a new version of that. I'm probably buying a lot more. I have enough Tesla right now. That would make me want to buy more. I'm serious. That new version is going to kill it because that'll be the one that does end up in factories and other jobs. So hopefully the Wii robot is there.
So do you want a shit the bed moment so you can pick up some more?
No, not even want to chance it. Because I right now, if they have that, I think it's a landslide. I mean, that's not going to be a small. That would be a trade you would rather be short in. I mean, that would be life-changing money if you were already short. If they have a crap to bed moment right now, after all this time and prep and the perfect setting, no, that's not going to be a bad day. That is going to be a bad time. Like, I don't even want to risk it. I would. Ooh, gosh, I don't. It's my investment account, so I don't know if I would sell. But that would cross my mind. Should I just go flat Tesla and buy it all back here in a little bit? Because I could instantly go flat, probably sell some puts, make up what I just lost. I mean, you got to pay your taxes, whatever, but I could probably more than make up. If they had a crap to bed moment like that, I could easily go flat, sell my whole Tesla position, right? All calls, all shares, give it a couple red candles, and then start selling. I could even sell at the money puts. I would already be in a much better position, and I would get paid to get back in. And puts would be juiced to. I don't like to cuss on here, but 2 H's. You know, it'd probably be nuts. So that would cross my mind, and if it hits the curb, scratches a rim, probably not doing it. That thing takes a hard left, pulls a Dale Earnhardt. I'm probably going to go ahead and do it. Like that's. That's it. That would, sitting here right now, make me do that in my investment account. That's how much I think Tesla would sell off if they mess this up tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's like I can't. I don't even have a reference for that. That's literally crashing a parked car that doesn't even have gas. Like that. Imagine going out in your driveway, you sit there, and the car crashes. How do you mess that up? Like, my brain can't even fathom that right now.
Well, we will find out tonight.
We will. Okay, so hang on. You got, what'd you say? Let's do the three. You got your sideways moment. Red, a whole host of things is going to be red. And you said your price was, what were your three numbers?
So bull case would be
285.
280, 285.
Okay.
Sideways, it's just going to stick around this 240, 250, 230.
Mm-hmm.
Bear case, I'm like you. If there's a bad moment, this is going to sell off and sell hard. I think we're back maybe sub 100.
Sub 100?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we might test that. So we'll call Tesla. We'll round up 250, $50, $50 a share. I think we send it to 300, or we're at least gonna have people talking about 300. Maybe we stop at the 280, 285 mark, just typical price action wise.
Yeah.
But for every dollar I'm bullish, I would say it's 1 to 3, or $2 to $3 bearish. Yeah. So that would put around the 140 or $90 mark.
Yeah. Yeah.
If that thing just turns and hits a building, I'm closing the event, closing my position, and you're not going to see me for a couple of days. I don't think that's going to happen. But I do think the risk is to the downside. They're going to have to come out with something wild. And to really sum up everything we just said here, comes off without a hitch, I still think Tesla's probably 230. They mess up, 140.
Yeah.
He comes out with Optimus, and not only does he just do things correctly, but we have that surprise moment.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have people talking about 300.
Yeah, I agree
for sure.
Yeah, and I'm like you. If it got to that sub or close to, say, the 100 area, I'm probably selling in the money puts so that I will get assigned.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that. You have Tesla right now, right?
I've got some.
Okay. Would you sell all of it? That thing takes a hard left. Says, I'm coming, Dale. Would you sell your position tomorrow?
No, I don't have enough to make a difference. I would go once it reached its some areas down where I think it could go. I'd be going
more.
Yeah, just go heavy.
If you're even standing next to me and that thing messes up, I'm going to take your phone and sell everything. Like, that's about how bearish I would be. Like, there's no time to talk. You sell your Tesla shares right now, and then I'll explain why. So, please, for the love of, do not mess up. That's going to be embarrassing. I don't know if I can handle that. I'm going to take that very personal if they mess up tomorrow. So, all right, we'll wrap it up here. My number's 140, 230, 300. Yours around the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please be the 300 mark. All right, we'll wrap it up here. We will see you guys all in the next one. Have a good one.
All right, see ya.